All right, so Fishbowl, why don't you start by reading each of the two quotes and giving us your analysis, please.
Okay, so the first one is, you're spewing a substream of junk characters all over the place. You're completely unformatted. What are you doing? Why did you do this? Just stay there. It's on page 241. So what do you guys say about this quote?
To be honest, I didn't make it this far in the reading. Is this when like Titus is like going malfunctioning or whatever?
What's that mean?
He's like in the mouth.
Oh, yeah,
It's like he's downloaded a program to get himself like high, but it's like.
You know they actually have like internet drugs.
Yeah.
Like a drug after mine, but
Yeah. And he's trying to talk to Violet.
yeah, about like going over to her house and
Yes.
he's vomiting a little.
Yeah. So let's move to the next one. Okay, so what about she kept sending me things and I didn't open them. So like that's
She
what.
kept trying to chat him again.
Yeah, like she kept
Yeah.
on sending him like all her memory and stuff. Memories because she's about to die. And he kept on ignoring it, so he just like deleted them all. And I think it kind of represents like the first of all, like Titus doesn't want to like face the truth of the feed. He like kind of
Wants to keep it as a good thing.
yeah, just because I mean he can't do anything about it. So he's kind of like wondering why Violet is like, I mean, dragging him like trying to weigh him down when really like all he wanted to do is just like go to the moon and have fun. And all of a sudden he's like being forced upon like with all these like memories. Yeah, and the reality of the feed. And since he can't do anything about the feed, I think he kind of just doesn't want to like face it.
And he's really being a coward about it too. It's like Violet is dying and she wants him to like take care of her last memories and stuff and just like be with her, and he's just like, no, I don't want to deal with this. I'm just gonna forget about her.
Yeah, well, I don't think that it's really all on him though, because I mean, she's kind of being annoying, like being.
She's really.
Yeah. I mean, why is like? I mean, she's dying, and I don't think it's like right for her to like throw like all these memories onto Titus, like and like make him like feel like her pain. I mean, yeah, he should be there and everything, but
That's what's selfish.
yeah, it's kind of selfish to want like someone else to like feel the same like pain like we do.
Well, she's like using Titus
Yeah.
as her anchor,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
he's just as scared as she is about her dying.
Yeah.
Isabella, do you want to respond to that?
Well, it seems like Titus doesn't really like want to face his feelings. He's just kind of like, I'm just, why does this have to happen to me? I'm just a kid. I want to have fun. Why do I have to deal with like her dying and stuff? And I just like, yeah.
Well, he really doesn't want to take on the responsibility of the responsibility she's giving him.
Yeah.
And he's not exactly ready for the responsibility either.
Yeah, it throws away all the memories.
What do you guys think of the love story, so to speak, of this book?
It's very depressing. I mean, you kind of expect it to be like a perfect love story, like, oh, Violet, I'll stay with you even though you're dying, and then we'll be together forever and stuff like that. But then it's just not, because he's just like kind of a coward and he just runs away.
Well, I think it's kind of more realistic because I mean, if you're only like however old they are, like they're in
Like
high
our age,
school.
yeah.
I mean, they're not like ready to go on like a full-on like relationship. And then like, I mean, I don't think that. I don't know. So I think it's more realistic that he kind of runs away from it. I guess. Because I don't think.
Hard
like,
enough to ask somebody to prom, let alone be their emotional caregiver as they die.
Yeah. I guess.
Okay, if you'd like to transition into
So do you guys want to move to the question back to the
on-demand, right?
technology control us? Alright, well, I think that we control technology except for the people that let it control them, like the people that spend 3 hours a day on Facebook or 3 hours on video games. That.
Yeah. I think it's more about like whether you have your own like self-control to like know how to work with it. Because I think it could be a useful tool if you know how to use it.
Well, it becomes an addiction. Like there's a lot of people who have their phones constantly, always texting on Facebook on it and stuff too.
That's because initially they started out by spending too much time on it, so they allowed themselves to get addicted.
Yeah, originally I think technology made life easier. Like you have to spend less time doing things.
I mean, I just think it still does that.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. But like, and with the new free time, it really depends what you do with it. If you recycle it and go back to technology, then you can get in like the cycle of being like addicted to it or like obsessed with it. But if you like choose to do something else, then like it can really like make your life better.
Yeah, because I mean the thing is, technology is made to like make things go faster and give you more time to do whatever.
Yeah.
But most people just use that extra time to use the internet again.
I think that technology actually improves your overall like lifestyle. I think it would benefit the world overall because I think it may make educating yourself harder because everything's in front of you and you don't really have to try. But I think as a whole, it would help the world because like it could provide like shelter for the whole world and like feed everyone. I think that everyone could still like get a good education if they like wanted it. You'd have to go for it. But I think that it'd be worth it to like stop a lot of like the world's health problems.
Do you see signs of that progress in our current society, Henry, or does something significant happen so that we can really utilize technology?
What?
You're saying you believe that it could be used for good,
Yeah.
for progress, for solving some of these big problems. Do you see any evidence out there today that is occurring?
Yeah, like don't they have that like thing in Africa that like cleans that water?
On the Transcendent Man, a guy who created this thing that cleans water.
Yeah.
It's really cheap, and he's selling it now.
There you go. Good.
So like I think that's true, but I think like the technology that is like detrimental to society is like the technology with like screens. It's like it seems like that when we're talking about like how technology is bad for you and everything, we're like talking about like the computer, your cell phone, your like television, like things that have screens and you're looking at.
We're not really talking about like transportation and planes and
Yeah.
medical equipment.
Yeah, because I mean that technology is actually really good. It's just that when you like get into these like entertainment devices, then like because that's really what they are. They're just like entertaining you with like a constant stream of information. I think that's when you start like wasting your brain space, and you really need to like put a stop on that. So I mean,
Isn't some of that information useful, or is it pure entertainment?
well, I think that you could. I mean, like with the internet, I think that you could get your information other ways. And I think that like most of the time you waste more time on the internet trying to find something than if you had actually like gone to like the library and got a book about it.
And also, technology also pretty much makes like just about everything possible. Like even really stupid things, like the iPhone app, the idiot test or something. I mean, does that really need to be there? It's not.
I mean, it's
useful at all.
entertainment. It's to amuse people.
Like sitting
I mean,
at the doctor's office waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's a time waster.
Exactly.
technology has the power to do like so much, but it really depends what you use it for. Because if you use your phone to just like I don't know emergency calls and stuff like that, and then you can go and do really whatever you want outside of that, you can like really make I don't know a contribution to society. While if you stay on and do an idiot test, you just throw your life away pretty much.
And then there's also that, like, with the advancement of technology, it's kind of degrading everything that's not technology. Like, your doing something and then you're just like done. You like say, oh, I want to go outside or do something that doesn't have me using a screen, but it's like, what is there to do?
But you can still go like play sports and like go hang out with friends.
So you think it,
It's
like-
the options available.
Well,
Yeah,
it's your
eventually that's
decision.
going to like degrade down to
So,
nothing.
so you think
sort
it's
of.
ruining your imagination?
I wouldn't say that, but like, it just kind of makes there seem like there's less to do.
I would say that actually. I would
Yeah.
say because you don't have to look for other ways to do anything, because if you just search on Google, you get so many different options that you don't really have to think anymore.
Yeah.
You just type in keywords and things come up. You look through them. But
Yeah, it's like I could do something productive, or I could just play games on the internet, which sounds more fun.
Yeah, that's
Again, that's a personal choice.
yeah, that's why it's where it's like you either use it as a tool, which would be really helpful, or you just use it as entertainment.
Alright, I'm gonna pause it there, thank you. Volunteers would like to get up and
Yeah.
get in a CJ